projector, media decoration, encompassing light source. The Samsung FreeStyle is everything, and probably a couple of something else. We've seen convenient Pico-style projectors previously. However, this is a practically unrecognizable advancement. The charming roundabout beamer has a calculated stand which permits you to point at a wall or the roof. It can likewise be driven off a discretionary battery pack for without wire use. So is this the cutting-edge display gadget you've been hanging tight for? Design and assemble. Reduced design like a phase light. White with discretionary skins. Included controller. The FreeStyle, to give its complete name, has the circumference of a kind-sized jar of beans and sits on a directional platform stand that permits it to be pointed forward, in reverse or straight up, 180-degree style. It comes in white as standard with backwoods green, a choice in the UK. Across the lake, US purchasers should spend extra on a skin to turn the FreeStyle backwoods green, bloom pink or coyote beige for $29.99. Actual controls are negligible. When pointed, the projector's auto center component clicks in and its image snaps into center. The FreeStyle can likewise consequently cornerstone right slanted pictures, sensibly speaking, to introduce a standard widescreen outline. There's a smaller than usual HDMI port, in addition to USB for outside power supply use. The huge thought is to utilize it remotely, associated by means of Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to your smartphone. The projector spurts sound through a ring of holes to give something much the same as 360 sound, while the base incorporates a full-width woofer. Sound power yield is rated at 5W. There's a plastic cap provided to protect the focal point, which is encircled by some touch-delicate controls for volume, microphone, and power. Packaged as a clean controller, with menu route and Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and Samsung Television in addition to hot buttons. Home hits up the primary UI. Specs and features. Kaizen operating system worked in. Up to 100 in picture, ambient mode, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. With regards to ease of use, the FreeStyle is worked around the recognizable connection point of Samsung's Tizen Shrewd Stage according to the company's televisions like the QN95A. With admittance to an extensive variety of streaming applications and make up for lost time television administration. Provided as standard are Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime Video, Samsung Television besides iPlayer, iTV Centerpoint, Apple Television, presently YouTube, All 4, My 5, and Plex. However, you can add more by opening the Samsung Application Store. It required only a couple of moments to add the UFC Battle Pass application to my go-to administration. There are rails of curated content from the Get Up to Speed administrations, in addition to channels from the Samsung Television, in addition to allowed to watch program bouquet. There's no television tuner installed. However, with such a different determination of live streaming applications close by, you'll scarcely take note. It's additionally viable with Samsung's SmartThings application and Apple AirPlay too. There's voice control through either Bixby or Amazon Alexa by means of integrated far-field voice control micros. You want around 2.66 meters distance to project a 100 in screen, or 1.59 meters to recreate a 60 in television. The toss proportion is fixed at 1:21:1 and light life is professed to cover 20,000 hours. The projector can likewise be utilized only for sound, gushing over Bluetooth, making this an over-indicated brilliant speaker. While the FreeStyle doesn't have an implicit battery for genuine convenience, it can run off the discretionary matching battery pack, or any outer USB battery pack cells that are USB PD and have a 50W divided by 20V result or above. Check our rundown of the best PC power banks for certain choices. On the off chance that you're more into state of mind than motion pictures, there's surrounding mode, which offers different hued examples and messages. Different comforts incorporate a rest clock and difference enhancer. Execution, full HD resolution, driven at 550 nits. Noteworthy sound. Ostensibly the main trait of any little Pico projector is brilliance. Fortunately, the FreeStyle doesn't fall at this first obstacle. Light result is rated at 550 lumens, which isn't terrible for a gadget this size. The FreeStyle isn't exactly reasonable for use in rooms with high surrounding light. However, faint things down a little or watch into the evening and you'll be dazzled. Resolution finishes out at full HD. And apparently there's a few help for HDR10 and HLG sources, yet the possibility that this projector is HDR proficient is misdirecting. This isn't an exhibition product, it's a way-of-life device. The light motor is driven, and is striking primarily for its strong reds and blues. Picture modes contain dynamic, standard, film. Standard is the best all-rounder, offering the best mix of sharp symbolism and variety genuineness. There's an unavoidable limitation on the projector's dark level execution. and in a completely dim room, profound blacks are truly dim and close to dark detail is lost. More brilliant pictures work better. However, offset that with the capacity to make a 10-feet view in essentially any room space, and this shortage will appear to be a cost worth paying. Sonically, the FreeStyle is amazing, essentially when contrasted with additional customary projectors. That circle of scattering conveys a well-adjusted sound, with clean high-pitch definition and obvious mid-range weight. At regular day volume levels, it effectively overwhelms working commotion, which is somewhat on the boisterous side at 30 dB.